Hi and welcome back to Maxim Foods Inside Track. Just like to thank Fraser for covering off last fortnight whilst we're at Gulf Food in Dubai. We've seen on the back of solid demand and stable-ish global milk flows, further increased pricing in dairy products. I'll start with full cream milk powder. We've seen the 7th lift in a row since November 18, so as we've gone into 2019, a very robust whole milk powder market. That's on the back of demand predominantly out of China and Asia, and New Zealand really being the only whole milk powder option for the world. And yeah, we're probably still relatively bullish on this, where there's talk of drier weather in New Zealand coming into the winter months, and you know, we may come or start looking at anything from a, you know, there was talk of a 5% increase on last year. This may drift off to 2.5%, maybe 3%, depending on how the next few months goes. Moving on to skim milk powder now. Feels as though proteins have been very firmish. Skim did come off 4.3% on the GDT. That's after a 30% increase in the last 4 months. So skim certainly has firmed. This is probably a bit of easing, and we may potentially see some sidewards movement, maybe a little bit of retracing on this. A lot of it will depend on European milk flows. They're forecast stable-ish on last year, so just depending on how that spring kicks off. There is still a significant discount, around $300 a tonne to European product to Oceania skim milk powder. So yeah, we think this one will hinge on European milk flows. Moving on to butter and AMF now. It has also tracked up with whole milk powder, especially for 2019, continued to rally. We have seen European butter prices starting to decline and nearly coming in line with Oceania. Will European prices continue to decline? Not 100% sure. We do feel as though this sector may have maxed out. We're sort of neutral for the next quarter on this product. Moving on to cheddar cheese now. That saw a 6% increase in the GDT, however on some smaller volume offerings. Whether that's representative of the global market or not, I'm not so sure. There is product available in the US. It is relatively firmish, and also out of the EU. Anything out of Australia, especially young cheddar, is pretty difficult to find at the moment, and this category feels pretty firmish. Moving on to whey lactose now. Some reduced volumes or manufacturing capacity out of the US, and also some challenges with swine flu in China and Vietnam have reduced demand for whey in particular, and we're starting to see prices decline on this sector, and that's also transferring into lactose as well. So we're probably bearish on whey lactose. Thanks very much for listening to the Inside Track. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.